Tonight on Dark Arts TV, we travel to Sheerness in the southeast of England to paranormal investigate a house that is built in the 1900s, which is situated on ancient ground stemming back to the Viking period. The owner, Dave, has been collecting potentially haunted dolls and other artifacts from all over the United Kingdom and has displayed them all around his property, leading to a lot of strange things that go bump in the night. People who investigate the house claim to hear unexplained disembodied voices of children and also experience extreme feelings of fear, and this is why the doll's house is quickly becoming a very popular location for investigators, and this is why we had to investigate the doll's house for ourselves. There is a dimension that sits very close to ours, and every so often it is possible to make contact with the entities that live in that realm. I know because I have done it. I have seen and heard these things and have proven without a doubt that they exist.
Okay, so what is going dark sides? Welcome back to another crazy spooky adventure. Tonight we have drove all the way down to the southeast of England to investigate Dave's house. Now Dave's house is not just Dave's house. Dave's house is covered in over 1,000 artifacts that have been collected from all over England, from haunted locations, even derelict locations. Literally it is a treasure trove inside. And he's even decorated the toilet with Ouija boards. So we're about to go inside the house now and meet Dave. He's going to tell us a little bit about the house and the information about the artifacts inside, so let's go.
Hello, my name is Dave. I run the Doll's House in Sheerness in Kent. This is my humble abode. I've been here now like 35 years, and when I first moved in, the lady across the road said that a man died here. There's been a suicide and there's been an attempted suicide. We also know that this place was built on allotments where bodies was found, and also there was a Viking settlement here at one time. We also have Dead Man's Island here, which was Napoleonic ships used to be docked out at Sheerness, and people used to have scabies and all that, and they died, so they needed somewhere to put the bodies, so they buried them all on Dead Man's Island. Well, what's going on there, because over the years when the sea's been coming in, they've been washing these coffins up and all the bones are being exposed and everything else. Also we had Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn here. We got the Richard Montgomery out at sea, that if that goes up, half of Sheerness and half of Southend will be demolished really, and there'll be a tidal wave going up the Thames. Brief bit of history of the Doll's House is once I divorced my wife, she used to collect a few dolls, and I was thinking to myself, well, what else can I do here? So I started collecting dolls, doing the house up and all that. And then I call it the Doll's House. It's been established now for about 4 years. As for the artifacts here, there's a lot of them that's come from boot fairs, charity shops, stuff has been given to me, that sort of thing. And the groups that's come here, paranormal groups have been here, and they experience a hell of a lot of stuff when they come here. Going back to the hauntings, as I say, we moved in here 35 years ago, and the lady across the road said about a man died here, there was a suicide, and there was an attempted suicide where he ended up in hospital but he survived. For the first one, my daughter come home from school once, she was in the bedroom and she heard the tap go on in the bathroom, so she done no more, went off and turned it on. Went back in the bedroom, and the next minute it turned itself back on again. Done no more, started crying and rushed over to my sister's and get out of it. Various items have been moved around the house. There's been pictures falling off the walls where it literally can't, because you've got the string where it goes over the nail and it's had to come up to go down. There's been like furniture being moved in the back bedroom. When you go up there, nothing's moved. There's been shadow figures been seen walking across from the front room to the landing. When I used to have a dog, he always used to sit in the corner and look up in this corner behind me. Going back to feelings here and things like that, I haven't really had any real bad negative feelings. It's all been sort of happy stuff, and various names that have come up quite regular is George, Peter, Robert, and there's a little child called John. I know he keeps coming. I don't know what the child's got to do with it all. But as I said before, these was allotments, and they found 2 skeletons in the ground. Nobody knows what they was all about. I say many groups have come here now, and they've all experienced stuff, various things. I've got a few pictures up in the back bedroom which Karl has seen, and well, they're just weird. They've done a bit of scrying, and you had a picture of a woman there with a face behind her. There's another woman that got a little bit possessed, and she's got like dark eyes, a really long cheekbone, and her head looks deformed. But next minute she's gone down as if she's been possessed, and her hands out, and all the fingers are all gone, ugh, sort of thing. Other things that's happened and all is a few dolls. When I place them on the stairs sometimes, I get up in the morning and they're down the bottom of the stairs, which I can't explain. This happens on quite a regular basis with one doll in particular. And we had a witch at the top of the stairs, like a big figurine of a witch. And we was having a Halloween night here, doing a party, and that come flying down the stairs for no reason. It smashed to smithereens.
We have been in the house for many hours, and during the time we spent filming, we continuously heard unexplained sounds which we tried to figure out what the cause could be, but found no answer to. But as we were about to begin the investigation, the doll in the living room turns on and loud footstep like sounds start happening from above us.
Yeah. Mate, what's that?
Stop it.
What is that? Mate, what is that?
What is that, innit?
Oh really, like, that's proper banging, that.
Stop, will you?
So what's going on with the doll, Dave? What's going on with it?
No, banging
You
stop.
go by itself.
That was bizarre, that, wasn't it?
Why is that banging stop though?
Don't know.
At the same time as that stopped.
That was really bizarre, wasn't it?
Weird,
It sounded like it was upstairs though, didn't it?
We've been here for hours now, and we've been experiencing weird sounds. Fun enough, in the corner where Dave is now, I was actually sat down on the couch, and literally there was like a child's voice. But check this out, when I was outside having a break, I was on the phone to Sarah, and she said, "Who was that then? Who was that?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Romy's there." She's like, "No, it sounded like a little boy." And that's exactly what I heard, like a little boy in the corner there. Yeah, and obviously I was at the back just next to.
Yeah, that area.
So how weird is that?
Yeah, it is odd, that, mate.
But Dave, didn't you say something about the doll? There's a doll right behind me from the 1800s, and it's got broken legs.
Which is that one there, just behind you. We was doing what was we doing, Jen? It was on the...
Spirit talker.
Oh, it's on a spirit talker.
Yeah.
And it was only just when we got them, we brought them home and we were doing a spirit talker, wasn't it? And that just said broken legs. And then, of course, we had a look, and you feel them, and they're all been broken. This one's all right. It's just that one, broken legs. Now, how weird is that?
Yeah,
So-
it's bizarre, that.
That's bizarre. It is bizarre. So do you think that could be, because you hear about stories obviously of dolls being haunted and things like that, as in like, you know, they move on their own, but do you think that someone was manipulating either spirit talk or saying broken legs, maybe they owned the doll at some
seems
point?
like it, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy, isn't it?
As I say, some of these dolls have got names on their backs or something. Ooh. Yeah.
EIH
Clunk
Clunk.
or something. Don't know.
That's crazy. Be interesting if we get anything to do with the dolls tonight then. Oh, here we go. That's it. We're definitely getting something to do with the dolls tonight then. Right.
We got this down in Devon and all. Ooh, this little thing, and the person down there said it was an old gypsy thing. She used to sell lavender from it out of this, apparently. So, I don't know. Can't smell any lavender or nothing.
I just find it fascinating how much stuff you've actually got.
I know.
It's like, do you know what I mean? We just used to roll up to abandoned asylums, houses, and just burn down in the UK. And then we just come to Dave's treasure trove.
He's got a treasure trove indeed.
It's not the doll's house anymore, it's it's Dave's treasure trove.
This one here is a divot box which I bought off of eBay. And obviously it hasn't been opened, so I don't know what's in, but something's in there.
Yeah.
Whether that's a bone or something like that.
It's either bone or a piece of charcoal.
Yeah, or something.
Should just cut it open.
Who
Have a
knows?
Yeah, I think you should unleash the beast.
One of the other groups come here and gave us that. We've not put any pins in it yet, obviously, so I don't know.
This is a
what it
voodoo
was.
doll.
That's meant to be a voodoo doll.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah. Strange. I thought so rather than letting her curse anyone, I'll keep it in a glass dome.
What was you going to
I
say?
was just going to say, like, you know,
I said
like,
you got too much.
the chime, like, innit? You know, like this doll's falling over everywhere.
Yeah, what's
mate.
going on? Why is that doll just gone flying now? What's going on?
Hey there.
Yeah, no, I was saying, you know, like, they say, don't they, sometimes you can make a chime to, like, kind of,
Yeah, like a Tibetan chime.
yeah, like... to
Or
kind
ringing the
of-
bell like incantations. Have
Actually
you
got a...
got a... I'm not, do you know what? I'm not even going to ask have you got a bell, because I know he's got one.
Oh, there it goes. Calling out to the spirits of this house, can you come forward and communicate with us in some way? My name is Dave.
Is that outside? Did you hear it?
What did it sound like?
Like a woman saying something like, ooh, ooh. Did you hear anything? Mate, I definitely heard something then.
That is weird.
That is weird. Definitely heard something then as you're doing that.
Come on, spirits, come forward. Communicate with us in some way. You know me by now, I've been here 35 years, so...
Dave, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I feel chronic just like asking out in your house. Like you live here and it's like we're inciting like
Yeah.
spiritual energy and like something to manifest and...
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. Like he's just not bothered like
No, I'm not
Yeah.
bothered at all. Bring it on.
What would happen though if like something weird and major started happening? Because technically you've got two strangers in your house now, and whatever's here, entity-wise or spirit-wise, what if they're just like, you know, I hate these guys. We're going to do some crazy stuff, and then when we leave, that activity continues. But like, how would you feel about that?
Obviously wouldn't bother me at all.
Really?
Love all things like that. I open my arms to it all to come here.
So even if like he was being dragged out of bed or...
Well, it's never been done yet, so it'd be a first. I've actually been in bed, and where I used to have my dog, you can feel him jump on the bed sometimes, and he's laying down, you feel like an indentation on there as well.
No way.
Strange it is.
That's crazy, isn't it? So
Yeah. That's happened quite a few times.
I
I think it's the cat, but then I know the cat's out. So that's the only thing I can put it down to is the dog when he used to come in.
no way. When was the last time it
He-
happened?
He used to sit here and he used to look up in that corner for some reason.
In that
Just staring
corner.
in that corner. I don't know what it's got anything to do with.
So wait a minute. Where's the back bedroom? It's on that corner, isn't it?
Yeah, in that corner over there.
So where would the mirror be?
In that corner.
On that, in the back corner.
Yeah.
So what's above?
This is my bedroom with the four-poster bed and that.
Try and do some EVPs, like, see if we can get anything with EVP, like,
Yeah.
start off with some light,
Yeah.
and then move into some of the more, like, active areas of the house, like, where Dave was telling us, like, upstairs where the portal,
Portal. Yeah, it's in that back bedroom.
yeah, so maybe,
Yeah.
and see, like, maybe ask, do you mind us being here, because obviously, whatever's here is accustomed to you, Dave, but let's maybe see whatever it is, if it's fine with us being here.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time I'm not here when the groups come here, because I normally go over with my sisters and stay there.
Yeah.
So whether they're putting on like a show for the groups, because when I come back, nothing really goes on.
Right, so maybe we try that in a bit. Maybe we'll just do like this joint EVP and stuff. We'll do a little bit together, and then maybe like break up for like half an hour just to see what the results are, to see, you know, what that could be. That was a bang then.
Bang then. Did you hear it?
Yeah, that was a loud bang. That. Yeah,
That was definitely a bang. And again, it was up in that room again.
And again.
Come
That's
on, can
crazy,
you do that
innit?
bang again for us, please? Knock twice for yes if you're here.
Because we are hearing the unexplained bangs, and a few of those being disembodied voices, I decide to run an EVP session to see if we can capture the voices and bangs we keep hearing.
Like, have you ever kind of worked out what the bang's coming from? Like, is it a particular item within the room?
Not really, because majority of the time we're down here.
So
We
you
hear
never
the
really...
bang or we hear furniture being pulled. Like it's on no carpet, it's like it's on floorboards, raw floorboards.
But it's
And
on
we go
carpet.
up there and there's nothing moved or anything.
So you're saying
Yeah,
it's
do
on
that then.
carpet?
We bang again then, just then.
And it's nobody next door because you've got like a...
Yeah, you
you've
can't
got
have no one
like an
next door
alleyway
because there's an
bit.
alleyway going through, so we know it's not on this level.
Yeah.
And she only lives there on her own, Gloria. And she'll be sitting there. She goes to bed regular at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We're going to run the EVP. I'm going to leave this on the side here and just see if we do get anything. So if you can see that thing I've just put down on the table, you can come forward and speak into it as loud as possible. There's obviously a child here. I've heard your voice several times now, and even possibly a woman. Are you somehow involved in one of the dolls or the artifacts in his house?
You obviously want attention.
We listen back to the EVP recording, but as we do, another loud bang occurs from upstairs.
Are you somehow involved in one of the dolls or the artifacts in his house?
Mate, that was a bang.
See, what could that be?
What's a bang on there?
No, it's like it was in the house there, just then. Like,
Oh, wait, upstairs.
Who is it that's making all the bangs? You obviously want attention. Well, it's not talking to me then. Well, spiritually heavy, and someone who's read their names have come up.
no EVPs.
No.
But we're getting the bang.
Yeah,
Again.
and to be fair, mate, as well, we are downstairs. Like, we could, obviously, that room upstairs where the portal is and where there's a lot of activity, you might get EVPs up there. Like,
Yeah.
You can always try that.
Yeah, I think we should always venture up there for a minute and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right, okay, so this is the room. That is where the portal is believed to be. The mirror. So let's do another EVP in here and just see what we get. Cool. I feel like, you know what? It's really weird. It's like, it feels heavy all of a sudden.
In here, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I actually feel it.
Yeah,
like,
can you feel that?
Feel it in every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone says it.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like when I've just come upstairs I felt fine, but now I actually feel a bit more tired.
Yeah,
like, my
what?
legs and stuff.
Strange because like literally we've been up and down these stairs like all day pretty much, getting cinematics and doing all the stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's all of a sudden it's only just started to happen. Right, okay, I'm going to turn this device on again. If you can see this, come forward and speak into it for us. Who's making all the banging up here?
As we run the EVP session, we can hear talking, but it's too faint to be captured on our camera's audio. But as we are about to play the recording back, the unexplained voices become louder.
There's definitely talking then,
Still
man,
going
multiple
on now,
times.
mate. There's genuinely a conversation going on now.
Man or woman?
It's very hard to say.
Yeah.
I'd say personally, I think it was a woman,
Yeah.
but it sounded like it was in communication with someone else, like, or someone else.
That's what
There,
happened
there.
the other time. Do you remember the
Yeah,
other
I
time?
heard that. Did you hear that? Can you say that again for us, please? They seem to like you. They communicate with you, don't they?
How much of a conversation is that, though?
Do you reckon it's possibly TV next door?
No, because she's down in that front room,
Right.
down there. And then you got the bathroom and toilet here before you go into that room, so it definitely ain't that.
Weird.
When
that.
she goes to bed, it's the front room in here, and she don't go to bed till 11.
We listen back to the EVP recording, but unfortunately haven't captured any spirit voice phenomena. So we now decide to light some candles to see if we can get an interaction as well as conducting a spirit box session. But before we do, Dave shows me the pictures of the woman who may have been possessed.
Will you just explain to me, obviously, what's going on in these pictures?
Well, the group come afterwards and they said about one of their group members here.
Yeah.
As you can see, her face is totally deformed. Her head goes right out and round. She's got a black eye. Her hand is all... And they said that she got possessed. And then all of a sudden she threw herself forward and went here. As you see, there's other parts of the group that's here. This was captured on CCTV in the ghost room.
Yeah, because I forgot to say as well, you actually got the whole house rigged out with CCTV, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right, so...
This one here was a lady doing a scrying session in the mirror, and this is what she caught in the mirror.
But what's really freaky about this is it looks like some sort of owl man, which I find bizarre because you got a picture of owls on the back of the bed which don't look anything that look like that, but that definitely looks like some, like an owl man of some sort, doesn't it?
I don't know what it is.
It does
To
look
me, it
weird.
looks like something's got a sack over its head with the eyes. You can see the cheeks coming down and the mouth, the two eyes. As you say, it's got like owl-like ears on it, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
But this one, it's really freaky, I think.
Yeah, like the eyes just look
The eyes
pitch
are
black.
dark.
Yeah.
The lips are,
Which doesn't make sense because obviously that's from a night vision CCTV camera.
yeah.
Obviously the subject would be lit up with infrared, so why is her eyes and mouth looking like some out of a horror film? Doesn't make any sense, does it?
The sheer shape of her head, the way
Yeah.
it comes round and all.
It's really bizarre, isn't it?
That is.
Really bizarre.
Just as we're about to start the spirit box session, we can clearly hear an EVP of what appears to be a dog barking that was captured on our camera's audio, which at the time of filming we didn't hear in real time. But if you remember during Dave's interview, he mentioned about his dog that used to stare up at the corner of the living room. Listen closely.
It's really bizarre, isn't it?
That is.
Really bizarre. It's really bizarre, isn't it?
That is.
Really bizarre. It's really bizarre, isn't it?
That is.
Really bizarre.
I just want to mention to anyone who is watching this right now who is a skeptic that we have spent over 6 hours up until this point of the investigation, so we have become well accustomed to any potential external sounds that could possibly contaminate any paranormal evidence, and we would be well aware by now. So we believe this to be possibly a spirit animal, which may well be Dave's old companion.
That is.
Hello? Back?
Dead.
Dead?
I thought it said dead.
Yeah. Dead? Again? Why do you keep saying dead? Gone.
It sounded like
She's dead. She's dead?
We run the spirit box for around 5 minutes and don't receive any more responses until I ask a question to where the spirits have come from, and we begin to start getting more answers.
East.
East. East. Alright, so wait a minute, east. Where have you come from? East? Wait a minute, what that? The window there would be east, isn't it?
We are east, we're in the southeast, isn't we?
Yeah.
That's where we are, southeast,
Yeah.
east.
Yeah. Whereabouts in the east? Or what happened in the east? East. What happened? Whoa, what was that? What was that? Wait a minute, what did it just say? Did that say boat? And it said floating.
Sometimes during spirit box sessions, it can be hard to understand the words that are being said, but it's only until review we can really get to understand what is being said, and it appears the voice said boat and then straight after infected, which could be relating to Dead Man's Island, where hundreds of people's bodies were infected by typhoid and cholera on prisoner ships were dumped on the island.
Me? Was that me? Tom. Me? Tom. I think it was a female voice that said me, and it was a man's voice saying Tom.
Who makes the banging in this house?
Them?
Them.
Them.
Yeah, it said them.
Who's them? Can you identify who? What does that? Whoa, did I just say, please stop it? Or did they just hear things?
I couldn't tell, mate, and honestly, I've had to like come down here because it's like my feet feel absolutely dead, mate. Like,
Really?
Like, you know where I just can't. Yeah, I'll sit down.
Yeah.
I just feel absolutely like it's weird.
Yeah, but wait a minute, that is a bit bizarre, seeing as obviously, you know, this woman from the picture had an experience and you're feeling like jelly-legged or something.
Yeah, it's like my feet though. Do you know, like when you've walked for like absolutely miles,
Yeah.
and your feet, like the bottom of your feet feel absolutely like warm.
Yeah.
Like I feel like proper like I just couldn't be standing up any longer. I needed to like take the pressure off.
The thing there is with that arm, it looks weird. Is that a left arm or a right arm?
Yeah.
If it's a right arm, she's got it like that.
Yeah, like outwards.
But
You're right, man. It actually does look like it's a right arm,
yeah,
but it actually looks like it's twisted the opposite way.
yeah, that's what it.
It is actually a bit weird, mate, that image, because when you look at it, there's no other way that could be a left arm. That's a right arm, but yeah, it's
that
facing
yeah, exactly.
the opposite way, like.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right, let's roll a bit more. Is there someone here that likes to affect?
Do it.
Do it.
Tears.
Tears.
Tears. Wait a minute. Look, obviously the crying boy. Tears.
Yeah.
tears, yeah.
Yeah, tears. Why do you affect people?
Get help.
Is that get help?
Get help, get help.
Being. Door. Being door. Is it a being that comes through? It's coming. Is it a being that comes through a portal of some sort? Is it entering the house?
When we see them.
Yeah, when we see them.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah, when we see them it was, wasn't it? Are you going to try to possess Mark? This is Mark. Are you affecting Mark in some way? Things are.
In the press.
Are you taking a liking to Mark? Those are.
It did say those are.
What are these and those or beings? What are they?
Number.
Number 11. Number 11. 3. Number 11. 3. Number 11. 3.
After receiving a load of strange cryptic voices saying about the beings and things, I start asking questions about the unexplained figure in the picture and get a creepy response.
This picture here What is this? What's this?
What's depicted behind this woman?
I think, bro. It just said, I think.
Yeah, I've actually it made me feel a bit fucking mad, that, like. Going on.
Up to now, the Doll's House has been producing some really interesting and somewhat creepy results, but because Romy seemed to be getting affected, I now decide to try an experiment using the Tesla coil to charge the room for half an hour, and then to put Romy back into the room to see what happens.
Right, so you can see the LED lights are actually flickering right now. It's because of the Tesla coil is setting them off. So if I speed the shutter speed up now, we should be able to see it go in time with the beat of the Tesla coil. There we go. Alright, so we're downstairs now. Upstairs we have the Tesla coil on the side, just doing its thing, trying to build the energy, just to see what happens now, because after this we charge the room. Romy's going to do a scrying session in there. Just set it up, man, just stare into the mirror and just try like not conjure, but like focus in something. You never know, you might turn into like that owl man thing. You know what I mean? Because you don't know it. I mean, it said being, like what is the being? What is the numbers? Is that the people or the beings itself? You know, I don't know. It just seems to be a really
Never heard that before.
bit strange. But we did get several names that did come through. Also, the child towards the end of the spirit box, so which is obviously relevant to what we was capturing earlier on in the daytime, just random spontaneous sounds of like child's voice and things like that. So let's just see what happens. And this is kind of like a payback, because one of the episodes we filmed in a house, we did loan challenges where I sat in the car and Romy went into the house and charged it all up, and yeah, basically it was absolutely crazy. Alright, so we're back in the bedroom. We charged it with the Tesla coil, and yeah, we keep hearing random strange sounds here and there still. So, Romy, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
How you feeling, man?
Alright.
Gonna roll some DEADCOM portal whilst we're doing some scrying to see what happens.
Did you die in this room? Did you commit suicide in this bedroom? Show yourself. Come on, show us what you look like.
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
Makes sense, yeah.
Come on, we've just done the Tesla coil to build up a lot of energy in this room. Please use that energy.
Why is it difficult?
It shouldn't be difficult, you've done it before. We've got the picture up there to prove it.
I don't know why they're saying it's difficult. Maybe it's just like one of the things that's like hardly reveals itself. Because didn't it say on the spirit box before something about showing itself?
Yeah.
Graveyard.
Mm.
Well,
There was.
yeah.
Where graves were.
Yeah. What about Dead Man's Island? It was technically a graveyard as well.
A graveyard.
Yeah. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, alright, not too bad. I thought I saw a light up in the top corner up there. Did anyone else do anything over? That's where I'm pointing now. Is there any reason there would be a red light up there?
Was it this?
What?
Can you see anything now?
No.
Because I do have a red light on the front of my camera.
Right, so maybe
Is it?
if you moved it like
Can you see
it was like here somewhere, mate.
You should be able to start seeing it now.
Yeah,
You see it?
yeah. But were you doing that at any point?
Yeah, I did have my hand up before,
Right, okay.
but it wasn't like mega far over, to be fair.
Could possibly have been that then.
Change his face in the mirror.
Oh my god! It's just said sad. Sad. And obviously we had sad before on the spirit box. It said sad. That is absolutely crazy.
Sad.
That is nuts. Sad. But why are they sad?
A little bit like sick then.
Sick?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is there anything specific you'd like to tell us?
Come on, you know me. I've lived here now for 35 years.
Oh my God, God.
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 Gold.
Oh my God, God.
Oh my God.
God.
God. Not stop staring, man. It's
No,
actually
no.
making me feel a bit like my vision's like going a bit weird.
Yeah, just stay focused on it and see what happens.
You affected a woman here the other day. Well, the other week. Come forward, try to communicate with us.
Disastrous.
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 Like, I've never done that before. Has anyone else stared like in the mirror like this for so long?
Yeah.
Because it makes your actual like vision start blurring.
Yeah. Beginning to sway.
Like my twitching, like my eye needs twitch.
Is there anything you want to tell Mark? Mark's the one who's stood in the mirror right now. Is there anything specific you need to tell him? He's here. He's here.
He's here.
He's here.
It might be a bit noisy, mightn't it?
He's here.
Who's
What's your name? Who's here?
Or is that going back to the being and the it? Because that's what we were saying earlier, wasn't it? He's here. Maybe it's like he's unidentifiable or something. I'm not sure. It seems a bit random, that does. What's up?
No, it's just weird, mate, because I've not done this before. Like, because I was staring so much, all my face disappeared, like, I was just, you could only see my eyes.
That's a sign.
Right, okay, so dead composure now just say grim. 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 What was grim though?
The way they died on you.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Could be.
No, I just moved.
I think
Your eye just moved.
Yeah, like separated from the face.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you beginning to show yourself what you look like?
Yeah, my eye's like no longer on the mirror, it's actually on the wall.
What?
Fucking hell, I don't know, it's my imagination, mate, but I swear I just see myself as an alien, mate.
As an alien?
Yeah, no shit.
You're joking?
Nah, like all my face went dark and like it just had nostrils, like
And the big black eyes.
my eyes were a bit similar to my eyes, if you get what I mean, but it's like everything else is disappearing, like, and all I can really focus now is on my eyes. But like the rest of my face kind of formed like a weird alien looking face.
I just seems to linking with all the other stuff from before, though, doesn't it? Like the being and the it. And obviously the picture of the woman.
This is an alien, though. I wonder what that one's like. Who knows what a true alien looks like?
Yeah, you never know. It could be the one. Could be the one off the picture.
I think there's 3 or 4 different kinds, to be honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a grey alien though.
What does it look like, man?
It's just like very like hardly any features, do you know what I mean? Like the nose is not visible, it's just nostrils.
Could aliens come through as like ghosts? Could that be another thing that
Well, this is it. Yeah. This is.
We don't know, do we?
This is the other theories. Obviously, interdimensional beings.
Yeah.
You know, like portraying something else.
I mean,
I don't remember going cross-eyed.
Dismal. So we had grim. Now it's a dismal.
No, it's battering me off this like now. Like my feet are dead as well, like proper dead.
What's interesting is my camera battery, static cameras, the battery's draining ridiculous. I've only got 2 bars left, which is really bizarre.
Yeah, it's killing me off this now.
Downstairs.
yeah, no.
Yeah, it's actually killing like my feet and like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with me. Is I've never done that before, and like I don't genuinely know how you're supposed to do it, but because I was just like not blinking, I don't even know whether I might have blinked once in all that time or something daft like I've hardly blinked.
Yeah.
But all my vision was like just going really weird, like blurry. You know, like when you look out the corner, not when you look out the corner eye, but you see peripherally.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like it were doing that, but then like all my face was disappearing except for my eyes, like. And I've never stood there in a mirror. Like. Is that what happens normally though?
I was down St Beverls in the castle, and my whole face changed. All I see was like it looked like an old king. You know, when they got the big sideburns, and a big beard and everything. I had all this all over me.
Crazy. Oh, I've not done that. Have you done that before, Karl?
Yeah, years ago, man.
What happened when you did it?
Do you know what? I can't remember.
Because it's that long ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like it takes quite a lot of energy though, like I feel drained now.
Right, okay, so interesting results. Ron was just feeling absolutely knackered all of a sudden. You just felt bizarre, didn't you? So,
yeah.
But Dave's going to try the mirror that's supposed to be the portal now, so let's just see what happens. Hopefully Dave will be able to channel something as well. We have got DEADCOM portal still running. But yeah, let's just see what happens. Never know, this is where we see Dave get possessed.
Sucked in, mate.
Sucked into the portal, that's it. And then we've got to ring the police and explain to them what just happened. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Right.
Come on, Dave.
When you're ready, Dave.
Coming in, we're calling out to all the spirits. This is meant to be a portal here. Can you come through and maybe change one face? Show me what you look like.
Dave and Jeanette each take a turn at scrying, but as they do, I decide to run an EVP session to see if we can capture any spirit voice phenomena.
Bloodshot.
Bloodshot?
Oh, that's eyes, isn't it?
Bloodshot eyes? You said about the eyes moving?
Yeah, my eyes were going mad before though, like.
Yeah, what?
It was like my eye was separating and moving onto the wall, mate.
That's bonkers, that, mate.
It was weird.
I'm gonna roll this.
Come on, use this portal to come through.
You an interstellar being? An interdimensional being? What's that?
Dunno. It's like a little, I had like a whistly noise.
Right, let's just roll this back.
Come on, use this portal to come through.
Didn't want to die.
I didn't want to die.
Ooh.
I didn't want to die.
Was that the suicide one? I might have been...
Yeah, the bodies that were found there,
I
maybe.
said his name then, but he ain't come through tonight yet.
Come on, use this portal to come through.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Don't do it there. Don't do it there, it says.
And what were you asking?
Something about you using the portal. Yeah.
Come on, use this portal to come through.
Oh my god, it just said possessed, bro.
What
It's
the
just said
hell,
possessed
mate?
on DEADCOM. And obviously this is what I was saying about the woman, isn't it? It's believed to be possessed. And it's just said possessed.
That is mad.
That is mental, but yeah, check that out, man. Check it out.
Portal to come through.
You hear it?
that?
Yeah, it's like ever so faint. It's like,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do it there.
Yeah. No, I can hear it, mate, yeah.
That.
Please wait.
Please wait.
We're waiting. Come through.
Mate, listen to this, right? It sounds like it's saying murdered me. Check this out, man.
Yeah, go on.
Right then.
What
is that, innit?
Mate, murdered me, 100%, mate.
I've listened to this. Here it is. There.
There's something there, isn't there?
Murdered me. It sounds like it's saying murdered me. Listen.
Definitely something.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah, could hear it.
Yeah, murdered me. But is that going back to obviously what we're talking about? You know, the two bodies that were found on, you know, in the ground. Is it going back further now?
Just literally skeletons, apparently. They wouldn't have known who they was. Or
Yeah.
anything. They've been there a while.
Yeah, murdered me.
Because we had some mixed responses possibly relating to the two bodies that were found on the land the house sits on, as well as stuff relating to Dead Man's Island, we now decide to head outside to further investigate.
Right, okay, so we've actually come down to the back of Dave's garden into this amazing, like, Viking style castle Valhalla shed. But this is actually, like, pretty much would have been all the Viking area.
The Viking settlement.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And Time Team done a thing down here, so it's genuine. So.
Yeah. And obviously, it's cool. But also, obviously, you know, the two bodies that were buried here, well, on the this part of the land, you know, maybe we're actually on it right now. Who knows?
Don't know
You know,
where it
so
was.
yeah, interesting stuff. But we're gonna try a Ouija table right now just to see what we get. Now, I'm on the fence with Ouija boards. I had a weird experience at Alistair Crowley's. If you've been with us for a long time, you would have seen the table go flying. But you guys have had some interesting stuff with Ouija boards in the past.
Yep.
Okay. Have you got anything from here? Have you done it at your house before?
Never done this before. That's I only finished it on Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
This is the very first time, man.
But anything in the house?
Yeah, in the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of stuff.
Right. Cool.
So,
Right. Let's just let's see what happens, man. Before Romy freezes to death. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby Jesus.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Right.
In Bethlehem. Right, so Dave,
right.
you're the man for this job.
Yep. Definitely, I've done this a few times. Right, we're going to do try to warm your hands up a little bit first, if you can. Well, you do, don't you? And then what we're going to do is place our fingers very lightly on the glass, and then we're going to go round in circles to try to build up some energy. Now, do you want demonic?
No, we don't want no demonic.
Or do you want normal?
Yeah, we got to drive home like 4.5 hours after this.
Yeah, let's get demonic to keep us awake.
Me, man. Come on, man.
How are you going to keep awake? Come on in. Putting your finger on. Right, ready? Calling out to any spirits, any beings that's associated with this land, we might as well say. There's something if you could come forward. My name is Dave.
My name's Karl.
My name's Mark.
Jane.
That's in the middle. On the board we have yes, no, goodbye and welcome. We have A to Z and the numbers 1 to 9 with a 0 at this end. It should have been that end. And we have yes and no. Feel free to use any of these that you wish. Right, do we have any spirits here with us? Any of the bodies that were found here, are you here? Any people from the Viking settlement, are you here? Would one of you like to come forward and communicate with us? Come on, spirits. If you don't want to answer yes or no, could you spell out your name for us then, please?
What was that? Where, what was that?
Yeah, it's like movement.
Right, you've answered yes. Okay, then can you go back to the middle then, please? Do you think you could spell out your name then for us, please? Alright.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was.
That was a bit west, that.
Yeah, it was, mate.
That was, do you know what I mean? I'm like, we're all like touching it lightly. That was a bit weird, that was.
Yeah, it was.
Can you spell out your first name for us then, please? Come on. Is that T? Second letter? week, whatever it is. What about tea? J.
It's weird because it's like I don't think anyone's hardly touching the thing, man. Do you know what I mean?
What was it? TJ. It's an unusual name. Third letter. The third letter, please.
Whoa, I got a massive orbs coming straight to the glass.
Did you?
Mate, it went straight into the glass. I just captured that. Then it was like a, mate, it was like a ball of light just went into the glass. Mate,
Brilliant.
It went straight into the glass, mate. No one's vaping, are they?
Nah.
It was like vapor went straight into the glass.
During our Ouija board sessions, I always remained somewhat skeptical due to our Ouija boards being mainly driven by pseudoscience of people subconsciously moving the glass or planchette. But just as we were getting some activity on the board with the glass, I captured an unexplained light anomaly that appears to look like a ball of smoke. Watch closely. We can also see from the static camera there is no visible sign of vapor or dust as the unexplained light anomaly happened. We believe this is solid evidence of something trying to manipulate the glass, which would be the first time I've ever witnessed anything like this during a Ouija session, making this an unbelievable capture.
Brilliant.
That is madness.
Come on in, it looks like you're building up your energy then. Oh, where you going?
What is going on?
A. TJ.
What's that on? A.
Makes sense. Doesn't make sense, doesn't it?
But then again, if it's Viking, it could be a foreignish name, couldn't it? Any more letters, is there? We've got TJA. If that's your full name, then go to yes. Right, thank you. TJA. Oh, where was it going?
X.
What's that?
Oh, X. What was that?
I didn't know. It was a
It was
weird
like
noise.
oh.
Yeah, I definitely heard some of it.
It was like a voice, wasn't it? Like an in pain voice, like a distressed sound.
Like someone getting slaughtered.
Was that you just done that sound? It's getting better now, isn't it? What year did you die in? Can you give us the year when you died? Come on, give us the year that you died in. What's that? Is that 2?
1 and 2 in it, like. So
Can you go right over the number, which one it is?
Yeah, but when was the Vikings? Oh, I'm going to give around a break a sec. Oh, getting out. Oh, right, so I just broke one of the rules.
Yeah, you're not supposed to break the Ouija board.
So you know what I'm thinking, right? I wonder if it's worth running a tiny bit of spirit box just to try like boost the energy a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
See what happens if anything starts going a bit chaotic.
Yeah, go for it, mate. Like, why not?
12:37. Is that Viking time?
I don't have a clue.
1237. When were the Vikings established from and to?
Viking age was from about AD 700 to 1100. Many Vikings left their homes in Scandinavia and travelled by longboat to other countries, like Britain and Ireland. The people of Britain called the invaders Danes, but they came from Norway and Sweden as well as Denmark.
Right, okay, so AD 700 to 1100, so well, that's I said 900 AD, wasn't it? So it's in between
To
now.
11 odd.
Yeah.
What year that was in England?
According to Historical Association, what we call the Viking Age and their relationship with England lasted from approximately 800 to 1150 AD. Those Scandinavian adventurers, merchants and mercenaries
What's
were
going on with that?
active before and after this period. Their expansion during the
Sounds fair
Viking
enough.
Age took the form of warfare, exploration,
Oh, shoot it down.
settlement and trade.
But wait, saying afterwards he was still involved?
Yeah, they're still here for quite a while. They're still here now, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're all descendants of Vikings.
You Viking bugger.
What do you think you're doing? Chopping up my ancestors.
They come to pillage and... Right, so we've established you was a Viking, you was a lady, and your name was, we think, Tia. Is that correct? Is that correct?
That's a yes.
So your name is Tia. You died in 12... Oh, they said when did you die, so they ruled them. She was old. 1237, is that correct? It's strange, or it just suddenly starts moving. It is. 1237.
That's lovely.
Did you die in battle?
Mate.
Might.
M.
Has it gone to M?
Yeah.
And it's just said might, it said M.
Did you die in battle? And it's gone to M. Oh, here we go again. M-I. M-I-O.
What's that mean? M-I-O-R. It's like it's moving though, like ridiculously. It's actually moving.
It's not scraping anymore, is it?
Let's turn the spirit box off because there's nothing else.
M-I-O-R.
M-I.
Oh wow, what's that mean?
O-R. Mile.
I shouldn't take it off.
Maya means lamb of 2 years.
Lamb of 2 years?
Yeah. Lamb of 2 years.
See, that's very odd, isn't it? Like, when you're asking about...
How did you die?
Yeah, lamb of 2 years.
That doesn't really make sense to me, mate.
Either from a diminutive of mile, derived as a masculine form of Maiora, or possibly from a vulgar Latin root.
Die, so it might have been a male she's trying to spell.
What it's saying about
Mile.
possibly from a vulgar Latin root, Agnellus, from Latin Agnellus compared, but it doesn't really say.
Weird, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
a bit
it's-
bizarre. What does the name Maya mean? According to the user from Israel, the name Maya means from the light. Search from more names by mean. So yeah, it's an Israeli name. Maya.
Mile.
How random is that though?
Yeah, that's how it's coming up with either
Yeah.
the lamb thing or an Israeli name.
Weird.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
Strange.
Our investigation here at the Doll's House has been really interesting. The evidence we did capture, especially the unexplained light anomaly going into the glass during the Ouija board session, was mind-blowing. The other highlight would be the disembodied dog bark that was captured in the back bedroom, where majority of the activity is said to come from.
It's really bizarre, isn't it?
That is.
Really bizarre.
But what is really haunting here? It appears to be a mixture of all sorts of things relating to the land, and maybe even the dolls. However, on this occasion, the paranormal evidence we did capture appeared to be more relating to the land's history. What I find kind of disturbing is the fact at the start of the investigation, during the spirit box session, it kept on saying about the being, which could be related to some sort of interdimensional entity, that also made an appearance in a group picture that also possibly affected one of the members of their group. Either way, Dave's collection of haunted artifacts has been amazing, but somewhat creepy to see and investigate. The Doll's House is definitely an unusual location, and it will most definitely be one to be remembered, but it was now time to bring this investigation to an end.
Alright, so Dark Sides, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the doll's house. As if Dave actually lives here. I just find it absolutely crazy that he's bought all these artifacts, these dolls, and he's basically sleeping inside a haunted house, literally, and he's just like playing off as if nothing's happening, like, oh, you know, get knocks and bangs here and there, but nah, I don't want to be living there, no chance. But literally, the doll's house has been really interesting tonight. We had quite a lot of stuff, a lot of bangs, a lot of audible sounds of voices, the child especially, and the female voices, but we didn't get down to the bottom of actually what happened in the house itself, or even with the artifacts, other than the being, which I found was really interesting. And obviously the pictures of those previous investigators that have actually been here, and you know, the picture of the woman that almost looks like she's some sort of alien, the owl, man, it's just, there's so much stuff that's going on within the doll's house. It's absolutely crazy. So guys, make sure you check the link below, come down to Dave's OG original doll's house, that is right, because this place is madness. I don't think I've actually been to a location in the UK that's just mad as this, do you know what I mean? It's like a treasure trove of just like, just mentalness, like literally it is, like you walk in, it's just like fucking Pandora's box out here, isn't it, do you know what I mean? Down in the southeast, you know what I'm saying? But guys, I hope you've enjoyed nonetheless. If you have, smash that like button, drop your comments, some of your thoughts and theories, and also, did we miss anything? Big shout out members of Patreon for supporting the channel. Consider joining by hitting that join button. Support the DARKAUDIOUS TV unit, you already know this. But yeah, check out DATVofficial.com, bag the merch, help support the channel. Don't forget to check out Dave as well. He's put a lot of work into this. He spent a lot of time, and yeah, it's a masterpiece. And I think we should come back at some point in the future just to see if there's any updates and whatever else. But that is it, guys. We shall see you on the flip side. Peace.